So the April 7th, 2021 special meeting of the Board of Selectmen will come to order. I'd like to welcome everyone who's joining us on Facebook Live or joining on the phone. As a reminder, just keep your phone muted until called upon. Thank you. So we'll start with the pledge.
Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands,
one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sorry for the
delay.
That's all right.
I'll try and allow for some time for the delay next time. So the purpose of this meeting is to set the call for the annual town meeting and date for adjourned annual town meeting and referendum. So resolved that pursuant to section 3-2 of the town charter, the Board of Selectmen calls the annual town meeting to be held virtually on Monday, April 19th, 2021 at 5:30 p.m. As outlined in the notice of annual meeting that will be attached to the minutes of this meeting as Appendix A. Do I hear a motion to approve the resolution to call a virtual annual town meeting on Monday, April 19th, 2021 at 5:30 p.m.?
This is Debbie Downey, so moved.
Do I hear a second?
This is June Strunk, I second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
No discussion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. So now, be it hereby resolved that pursuant to section 9-1 of the charter, the Board of Selectmen sets the date for the referendum and adjourned virtual annual town budget meeting for April 27th, 2021, as outlined in the notice of referendum and adjourned virtual annual town budget meeting that will be attached to the minutes of this meeting as Appendix B. Do I hear a motion to approve the resolution to set the date for referendum and adjourned virtual annual town budget meeting for April 27th, 2021?
This is Debbie Downey, so moved.
Do I hear a second?
June Strunk, I second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion?
No?
Okay. I just want to note that the budget book and legal notices are available for review on the town's website, and they're also filed across the hall at the town clerk's office. Further, both meetings will be virtual with options to participate through computer via a WebEx link or by dialing in with your phone. And the meeting will also be streamed to Facebook Live for those wishing to watch but not comment. As a reminder, if you wish to comment, you do need to be dialed in via the WebEx platform or the phone. The referendum will be held on April 27th between 6 a.m. and 8 p.m. After the polls close, the adjourned annual town budget meeting will reconvene virtually, and the results of the referendum will be shared. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries. So the next item on the agenda is any comments from the public. As a reminder, press *3 if you wish to speak, and then *6. I don't think we have anybody. Okay, so the last final one is any comment from the selectmen. Deb, anything from you?
I don't have any comments. I'll wait till next week on updates on committees.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. June, anything from you?
Well, this is hot off the press because I just got an email from Susan Sadinsky, who is the director at the neighborhood center, and starting on May, when is it starting? May 3rd, they're going to have grab and go meals for people who are 60 and over, and it's a recommended donation of $3 per meal. So it's in conjunction with the neighborhood center and TVCCA. So I think like this just came out at 12:01. So the more we can get it publicized and get it up on our website, and the Department of Human Services has been notified and all that, I think it's a really good thing. So that's one. The other thing is that last night was the planning and zoning meeting, and there was I thought a pretty successful public hearing with I counted the squares, right? So I think there were about 40 people that attended. Several spoke. And I just want to say I thought it went really well. with the amount of participation, but something I'd like to continue our conversation at our next meeting. So with respect to maybe some boards and commissions continuing virtually, or not, and just to have that conversation, because I thought it worked out okay, as long as there's enough notification ahead of time. So that's all I have. That's it.
So much, and we'll share the PNC information, today. That's really wonderful news, and it's great to, have that option for seniors. And then just very briefly on the virtual meetings, we actually just, saw some pending potential legislation, at the state level that might actually require towns to offer virtual meetings going forward. It has, not even to do with COVID, just about equity and access to virtual meetings. So we're having conversations with CCM and with our state senator and representative, because we do have some concerns about the resourcing, and also some parts of the bill even require virtual voting access, which can be very challenging, as we know from having done a drive-through. So we'll get some more information and we can discuss this at the next meeting, but it definitely seems like in general, the direction of travel is to try and continue to offer virtual options going forward.
Okay.
And then the only thing I wanted to share was today, Edith K. Richmond was able to host a vaccine clinic, and it was wonderful for their residents, but also they had additional spots open, and they shared it with neighbors on the nearby street, and then also through the neighborhood center and human services and us and others. And I believe in the end, about 74 residents of Stonington were able to be vaccinated this morning. So that was just really wonderful, and that was the team at Edith K. Richmond and the Stonington Housing Authority that helped really advocate for months to get that to happen, similar to what Stonington Arms was able to do earlier this year. So that was a really positive step in the right direction.
That's great.
Great.
And I think that's it. So anything further?
No?
All right. If not, we will stand adjourned and we'll see you next week.
Okay. All right.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.